Great job, defense. Great job, three-point shooting. Gabe Vincent, Dorian Finney-Smith, the LA defense. Go King LeBron James with the clutch block at the end of the game. This was a great playoff-esque kind of ball game to get this team ready for the playoffs. It was 18-16 buckets, very hard to come by throughout the game. 50-50 in the third quarter. This is a kind of game that's going to get the Lakers ready for the playoffs. And they're answering the bell, and basically the script is getting flipped. We are not going to finish in fourth or fifth place. We are going to finish in top three. And by finishing in top three, the Lakers will go through both the Denver Nuggets and the Oklahoma City Thunder. So nothing changes, and I wanted, and the Lakers had to lose that scripted Hail Mary. They had to lose that scripted game against the Bulls where they laid down and they didn't even try at Crypto Arena. Basically, you're just keeping the season suspenseful. Oh, it's like this falling apart. No, they're not going to win now. They're falling apart. No, it's about keeping suspense for the last 2 weeks of the regular season where there's a lot of spots up for grabs. So first game, number one, that's very important, is Nuggets have to jump the Rockets for this to happen. And the Rockets have played 76 games. The Nuggets have played 75. So at 76 games level, the Nuggets are going to be 1 game behind the Rockets. And the Nuggets have a better record against the conference than the Rockets. Okay, criteria number 2 is tiebreakers. Nuggets beat the Rockets March 23rd. I'm scrolling up on the schedule. Let's see. They must have played them early on in the season. Let's see. Okay, let me go up to October. They beat them March 23rd, the Rockets, right? Rockets beat the Nuggets January 15. Okay, so they're 1-1. They play each other 3 times a year. Let's see. Let me just type out Nuggets Rockets on Google. That's going to be easier. So Nuggets have a better conference record. The Nuggets lost the group stage game against the Rockets. So let's just keep everybody enlightened. Well, the tiebreaker will come down the conference record because the Rockets are ahead 2-1 in the regular season series, and the Nuggets play the Rockets Sunday, April 13. That may be the last game in the regular season. So I think the Rockets have got some easy games coming up, and the Denver Nuggets are going to keep on winning. And the Nuggets and the Rockets, it could decide ultimately who faces who in the playoffs, the final game of the regular season. As we coming up in crunch time, Lakers keep on winning. I believe they will beat the Warriors. I believe the Lakers are going to enter the Thunder game with a 5-game winning streak. Like GOAT King LeBron's 5th ring. So I believe Lakers enter the Thunder game with a 5-game winning streak. So I will take the Lakers to defeat the Warriors. I think 40-year-old GOAT King LeBron James can sweep the Warriors 4-0 in the regular season. This Memphis Grizzlies firing at the moment, what it does is it puts the Rockets at number 4. But the biggest mystery is who the Rockets are going to play. The Warriors, the Clippers. Because ultimately, I think the Grizzlies are going to slide down into the play-in. Grizzlies will slide down into the play-in because they're going to lose to Golden State and Memphis. Grizzlies are going to lose again. I think they're good enough to beat the Miami Heat. Then they play the Pistons. They're not a bad team. They play the Hornets. But it's these 2 to last 3 games against the Timberwolves and the Nuggets. That's going to really determine the fate of the Memphis Grizzlies. Are they going to avoid the play-in, or is this coach a scapegoat? We're talking about Jenkins. He's a scapegoat, and he's a scapegoat for them not winning games against teams over 500. Ultimately, I think the Grizzlies have a strong chance of falling into that play-in. So for the Rockets, it's do we see a rematch of that NBA Cup game against the Warriors? Or we see the Clippers, who suddenly are red hot? I gotta type in that Green on the Rockets. Where did he come from? That might determine which team they're going to go up against. Jalen Green. So, yeah, it's a big mystery. Who finishes number 5? I think the number 5th seed is going to hold some meaning into all this. Go King LeBron's 5th ring, and who's that 5th seed? Houston Rockets slide, have to face the 5th seed. Go King LeBron going for that 5th ring. You got to go against the Nuggets and the Thunder. So, Go King LeBron ain't hovering around the 4th and 5th spot anymore. He's going to finish 3rd place because, honestly, the Lakers finished with 2 games against the Thunder before they play against the Blazers. So the Lakers are not going to finish ahead of the Denver Nuggets. Even though they're level on games, they will not finish ahead of Denver as things stand right now. And yes, the Rockets will beat Utah on Wednesday. I'll do a game of the day on that. Rockets going to get win number 50 against Utah. Utah's come out to 50. You see how the Rockets lost today? And said they get their 50th win against Utah. In the game of the day video, I mistaken. I think I remember. Let me remember. I already made my pick for the Warriors and the Grizzlies even before today's games. What equaled 14 in Gematria? What was I talking about with that Warriors-Grizzlies game? Oh, GSW. That's right. GSW. Yeah, you guys all know for a while that GSW is 13, but GSW in reverse is 14. I think the Grizzlies can lose their 14th home game of the year against Mr. Chef Curry. The Grizzlies play Miami after Golden State. It's about when do you think they'll get the 45th win against Miami, or do they enter the Miami game with 45 wins? I say the Grizzlies, if they don't beat the Warriors, will have a strong chance to recover against the Miami Heat. Basically, the firing of Taylor Jenkins, he was a scapegoat, and it's not going to work out. 2 teams over 500. That was the reason why he was fired. Grizzlies lost both of these games against the Lakers and the Celtics. Grizzlies blew a fourth quarter lead against the Lakers, and the Grizzlies had no adjustments beyond the first quarter where they were up against the Celtics. No GOAT King LeBron against the Warriors. That looked possible a month ago. The Lakers at number 3. You see, the Lakers at number 3, they're going up against the 6th seed. In JJ Redick's first ever playoff series, he is going up against the 6th seed. Ultimately, Lakers do face off against the Thunder. Thunder 36, GOAT King LeBron, scoring king with 36 points. You see, it's all ritualistic. GOAT King LeBron, scoring king against the Oklahoma City Thunder. And King GOAT LeBron had his first NBA Cup elimination against the Thunder. And the Lakers going to be number 3 versus whomever is number 6. If the Grizzlies slide down, Grizzlies have to slide down, you see, because it means that the games are super duper interesting. Suddenly, Grizzlies have 32 losses, Timberwolves 32 losses, Clippers at 32 losses. So what the script writers, what Adam Silver is going to do is he's going to make these games very, 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 very interesting because every single game counts for playoff seeding. So I see a world where the Grizzlies have 32 losses, Timberwolves have 32 losses, and, well, they may have 33 because I've got the Denver Nuggets because the plan calls for the Rockets to slide down. So ultimately, I have to go Nuggets over Timberwolves. And this game is at Denver, so they should be able to win if it's at home. I think they're much better at home, right? Well, they're not much better at home. They're 25-12 at home. They're 22-16 away. It's the opposite with the Lakers. Crypto is a fortress, and the Lakers have a losing record away. So we have a losing record on the road. LA Lakers, how are they going to win at Mile High? How are they going to win at OKC? How are they going to win at B-Town? That's going to be the story of the playoff run, is winning on the road. Lakers going to win on the road. They need to win on the road against the Thunder and against the Boston Celtics. And we will win on the road at Mile High. We already won on the road at Mile High, I believe. The Nuggets series, I really hope it ends in 5 games. That's all I have to say. I hope it ends in 5 games. Okay, so continuing on. And then I'm doing this video because all my NBA picks are right today. Like I had the Clippers winning, I had the Lakers, and I had the Celtics. So I'm doing something right if these games are hitting throughout the last couple of days. It's basically, I'm explaining the layout here. Is that the Grizzlies are gonna have a strong chance of sliding into this play, and they will. I think for the Rockets to finish below the Lakers, the Nuggets have to win against the Timberwolves based off of that logic. I don't follow regular season hockey. I know nothing about it, so you're asking the wrong person about that. Let's see. Cavaliers have 60 wins. Knickerbockers is 61. Do they beat the New York Knicks? New York's 39. They're the Cavs 39th win against the East against New York. I think it's another home win. It's going to be another win against the New York Knicks. I can't see New York beating Cleveland. Numbers make sense for that. Ultimately, I could see the Knicks beating Celtics maybe in one of those other games. But by the way, I'm going to be live for the Lakers Thunder game. I'm going to be live for the Lakers Thunder game 12:30 on Sunday. Yeah. You see, I mean, it's gonna hit. I mean, that game seven against the Heat was the most rigged game seven ever, and Tatum wasn't allowed to be 1-3 in the finals. That's exactly why. The fall to 1-2 NBA finals. Basically, they will make it interesting. That the playoffs will be pretty boring, quite frankly, until the conference finals, and then that's where you have Lakers, Celtics, and Cavs Thunder possibilities. The final four of the NBA is going to be intriguing. You want Cavs and Thunder, but Lakers, Celtics, and the amount of money it generates. I mean, that's over June the 1st, 6-1, the 18th prime number. Lakers winning the conference finals on June the 1st. The game seven scheduled on June the 1st. What a weekend that is. The Champions League final, Barcelona, maybe. And then Sunday is the conference finals, game seven. Mamma mia. Mamma mia. We got to talk about Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant's going to stay and win the title for the Los Angeles Suns. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. The Suns are relevant. That's all I have to go say about this team. Let me go to the Rockets quickly. It's insignificant how the Nuggets do. It doesn't matter if the Lakers finish ahead of the Nuggets. I personally think they won't because they have two games against the Thunder. But basically, the Lakers going to win the rest of them games. You know they're going to beat the ass of the Mavs if they have anything to play for on April 13. Lakers going to beat the Trailblazers. I think Gold Keenabon owns Dillon Brooks. I think Dillon Brooks, we're going to own this guy. Lakers going to get the tiebreak over the Rockets on Friday, April 11th. I don't think it'll be a complete setback against the Thunder. I think they'll take one out of two games against the Thunder, but against the Rockets, they got to take care of Friday, Fortnite at crypto. Beat the Rockets. You locked in. At number 3, you can rest your players against the Trailblazers. I hope that's the script. Lakers finished top 3. They clinched top 3 with the win over the Rockets on Friday, April the 11th. Is my hope for the rest of the regular season. Which day will the Lakers beat the Thunder? Sunday or Tuesday? You got to go with the game that's on national TV. The Lakers against the Thunder. The Lakers get a win on ABC in a tight, close game. Then they could get their ass kicked on Tuesday. The games are predetermined. They've determined how these Lakers Thunders games are going to turn out before the playoffs. They've already decided. But if the Sunday game on ABC, I